the psychology behind resisting change. Have you ever been stuck between two paths in life, knowing deep down that one path is better for you while the other one is comfortable and familiar? You desire change, yet you find yourself inexplicably drawn to the status quo. But why? Why is change so hard, especially when it's good for us? In this video, we will dive into the psychology behind this phenomenon, uncovering the intricate reasons why change seems like a distant dream and what we can do about it. Get ready to embark on a journey of self-discovery and learn how to transform your resistance into resilience. Are you tired of feeling stuck in a rut? Have you ever wondered why embracing positive changes in your life seems like an uphill battle? If so, this video is for you. We will explore the psychology of resistance to change, shedding light on the hidden factors that hold us back and how we can overcome them. Your brain is wired to resist change, even when it's beneficial. This video explores the fascinating psychology behind this phenomenon, revealing the hidden reasons why change is so hard and offering practical solutions to help you embrace it. Are you ready to break free from the chains that keep you from achieving your dreams? Learn how to understand the psychology of resistance to change and discover the tools to overcome it and unlock your true potential. Have you ever noticed how our brains love routines? From the daily commute to work to our morning cup of coffee, familiarity brings us a sense of comfort and predictability. Our brains are wired to seek out patterns and repetition because it reduces uncertainty and minimizes the need for constant decision-making. When we encounter change, whether it's a new job, a move to a different city, or a shift in our personal circumstances, it disrupts these familiar patterns and takes us out of our comfort zone. As a result, our brains may resist the change, leading us to feel anxious, overwhelmed, or even fearful. Another reason why change is hard is the fear of the unknown. When we step outside of our comfort zones, we venture into uncharted territory where uncertainty looms. This lack of clarity can be unsettling, making us apprehensive about what might lie ahead. Our brains are hardwired to protect us from potential threats, and when faced with change, they may perceive the unknown as a risk. For instance, if you've always been a morning person and suddenly your schedule changes, requiring you to attend an important meeting late at night, your brain may trigger feelings of unease because it's a departure from your usual routine. This fear of disrupting the familiar can be a significant barrier to embracing change. We tend to feel the pain of loss more acutely than the pleasure of gain. This phenomenon, known as loss aversion, can make it challenging to embrace change. Let's say you've had the same job for many years, and it's become monotonous and unfulfilling. Although you know it's time to move on and pursue a new career, the thought of leaving your current job and starting over somewhere else can be daunting. Even if the new job offers higher pay, better work-life balance, and exciting challenges, your brain may focus primarily on what you stand to lose, such as the stability of your current income, the familiarity of your surroundings, and the relationships you've built over the years. The fear of letting go of these things can be paralyzing, preventing you from taking the leap towards a potentially better future. Have you ever experienced cognitive dissonance? It's a fascinating psychological phenomenon that occurs when our beliefs, values, or behaviors clash with new information or experiences. Imagine this. You've always believed that exercise is essential for a healthy life, but you find yourself consistently skipping workouts and choosing to stay in bed instead. Despite knowing that exercise is important, your actions don't align with your beliefs. This inconsistency creates cognitive dissonance, a state of mental discomfort that arises from holding conflicting ideas or engaging in behaviors that contradict our beliefs. To alleviate this dissonance, our brains may try to change our beliefs to justify our actions or vice versa. For example, you might start telling yourself that exercise isn't that crucial for your health after all. Similarly, when faced with change that challenges our existing beliefs or ways of doing things, cognitive dissonance can come into play. Let's say you've always managed your finances in a particular way that has worked well for you. However, a financial advisor suggests a new approach that contradicts your long-held beliefs about money management. The conflicting information creates cognitive dissonance, and to resolve it, your brain may convince you that the new approach won't work for you, or that the advisor doesn't understand your unique circumstances. As a result, you resist the change and stick to your old ways, despite the potential benefits of the new approach. Have you ever heard of confirmation bias? It's a fascinating psychological phenomenon that can significantly impact our ability to embrace change. Confirmation bias refers to our tendency to seek out, interpret, and remember information that confirms our existing beliefs, while disregarding or downplaying contradictory evidence. Picture this. You've just started a new job and your boss gives you constructive feedback on a project you worked on. Despite the feedback being intended to help you improve, you perceive it as criticism rather than an opportunity for growth. Your confirmation bias kicks in, causing you to focus solely on the negative aspects of the feedback and ignore any positive points. As a result, you become defensive and resistant to change. Confirmation bias can also manifest in other areas of our lives, such as our personal relationships and decision-making processes. For example, if you're considering a major career change but are hesitant because of the risks involved, confirmation bias may cause you to seek out information that supports your fears and downplay any potential benefits of the change. Have you ever noticed how our brains have a natural inclination to stick with the status quo? This phenomenon, known as the status quo bias, can make it challenging to embrace change, even when we know it's best for us. Status quo bias refers to our tendency to prefer things to stay the same and avoid making decisions that deviate from the current state, even if those decisions could be beneficial in the long run. For example, imagine you're unhappy with your job, but no matter how much you think about it, the idea of quitting and finding a new job seems too daunting and stressful. You find yourself thinking, why fix something that isn't broken? Even though deep down you know that staying in a job you hate is not sustainable. In this scenario, the status quo bias is preventing you from taking action and exploring better career options. One of the most important things to remember when trying to embrace change is to acknowledge that change is uncomfortable. It's okay to feel uneasy or scared, but try not to let those feelings paralyze you. Recognize that discomfort is a natural part of the growth process, and that facing your fears can lead to greater resilience and self-awareness. Embracing change is like stepping onto a roller coaster. Initially, you might feel a mix of excitement and fear as you ascend to the top of the first hill. That moment of anticipation before the drop is similar to the feeling we experience when faced with change. There's a sense of uncertainty about what lies ahead, and a touch of trepidation about the twists and turns that await. But here's the truth. The real adventure begins when you take that leap of faith and commit to the journey. Just as the roller coaster takes you through a series of ups and downs, change in life can be both exhilarating and challenging. But it's in these moments of uncertainty and challenge that we have the opportunity to discover our inner strength and adaptability. By embracing the discomfort and surrendering to the ride, we can navigate the twists and turns of life with grace and emerge on the other side with a newfound appreciation for the beauty and unpredictability of the journey. Break down change. When faced with the prospect of change, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and develop a resistance. That's because our brains tend to focus on the complexity and magnitude of the transformation, leading to feelings of stress and anxiety. To overcome this, practice breaking down change into smaller, more manageable steps. By focusing on one small step at a time, you can reduce feelings of overwhelm and make the process seem less daunting. This approach allows you to celebrate small wins along the way, which boosts motivation and reinforces the benefits of the change. For example, instead of thinking, I have to overhaul my entire fitness routine, start with a smaller goal like, I will go for a 10-minute walk today. Each small victory contributes to building momentum and makes the larger change seem more attainable. Celebrate small wins. Celebrating small wins is a powerful strategy for overcoming resistance to change. When we achieve even the smallest victories, it's essential to acknowledge and appreciate them. These celebrations can be simple and low-key, but they serve a significant purpose in reinforcing the positive aspects of the change you're embracing. Let's consider a scenario where you're trying to establish a new morning routine that includes meditation, journaling, and yoga. It's easy to get caught up in the bigger picture and feel disheartened if you can't stick to the routine perfectly every day. That's when celebrating small wins comes into play. If you manage to meditate for just 5 minutes one morning, take a moment to appreciate your accomplishment. You might treat yourself to a cup of your favorite tea, or read a few pages of a book you've been wanting to finish. These small acts of self-reward reinforce the value of the new routine and motivate you to continue incorporating these practices into your mornings. Focus on learning. Instead of approaching change with fear and resistance, shift your perspective and view it as an opportunity for growth and learning. This simple mindset shift can empower you to embrace change more readily and navigate challenges with confidence. Consider the times when you've learned new skills or knowledge. How did it make you feel? Chances are you experienced a sense of accomplishment and empowerment knowing that you've expanded your abilities. Similarly, when you face change, whether it's a new job, a move to a different city, or a personal challenge, it presents an opportunity to learn and evolve. For instance, starting a new job can be daunting, but it also offers a chance to learn new skills, meet new people, and expand your professional network. Rather than resisting the change, embrace it and focus on the learning opportunities it provides. You might be surprised at the personal and professional growth that comes from stepping outside of your comfort zone. Reframe challenges. When faced with change or challenges, our natural instinct is often to resist and try to avoid the discomfort. However, a powerful way to overcome this resistance is to reframe the way we perceive challenges. Instead of viewing them as obstacles to be avoided, we can choose to see them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Let's take, for example, the situation of being assigned a challenging project at work. Instead of thinking, "Oh, this is going to be a burden and it will add unnecessary stress to my life," we can reframe the situation by saying, "This is an opportunity for me to showcase my skills and prove myself in this company." By reframing challenges in this way, we shift our mindset from one of fear and avoidance to one of opportunity and personal growth. This can help us to embrace change more readily and navigate challenges with confidence. Continuous improvement. Embrace a mindset of continuous improvement and be open to feedback, new ideas, and adapting to changing circumstances. This mindset can help you break through resistance to change and foster resilience in the face of challenges. When you adopt a growth mindset, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities and become more adaptable in the face of change. You'll be better equipped to handle setbacks and bounce back quickly from any challenges that come your way. Identify your triggers. Take the time to reflect on situations where you've strongly resisted change in the past. Ask yourself, what were the specific circumstances that triggered my resistance? By understanding the triggers that cause you to resist change, you can develop strategies to overcome them. This self-awareness is the first step towards breaking the cycle of resistance and embracing positive changes in your life. Create a plan. Once you've identified your triggers and the type of change you want to embrace, create a plan of action. Outline the steps you'll take, potential challenges you may face, and strategies for overcoming them. Having a plan in place can provide a roadmap for navigating change and reduce feelings of uncertainty and fear. This proactive approach can help you gain a sense of control over the situation and make the transition smoother. Seek support. Surround yourself with a supportive network of friends, family members, or professionals who can offer guidance and encouragement as you work to overcome your resistance to change. Remember, you don't have to go through this journey alone. Seeking support can provide valuable perspective, emotional support, and practical advice. Reach out to those who care about you and are willing to help you navigate the challenges of embracing change. In conclusion, change is a natural part of life, and while it may be uncomfortable at times, it's essential for growth and self-discovery. By understanding the psychology behind our resistance to change and implementing strategies to overcome it, we can become more adaptable and resilient in the face of challenges. Embrace change as an opportunity for growth and learning, and remember that seeking support and celebrating small wins can make the journey smoother. So the next time you find yourself resisting change, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use it to become a better version of myself? By adopting this mindset, you'll be well on your way to embracing change with confidence and resilience.